This is going to be a quick video on creating sheets for your project. So as you can see, this project has a few sheets already in place, but let's say that I want to make one for my roof. Right now I have an A101, A102, and let's go ahead and make an A103. So what I can do to do that, two things. I can either right click here, make a new sheet. I can also go up here to view, say new sheet here. Now that I'm making empty sheets. Let's say I wanted to just duplicate. I can also right click a sheet that I have and duplicate the sheet with either no view in it, with the same view, with copying also the detailing, or just duplicate the views. So this is sheet detailing, not view detailing. If I duplicate with views, you can see then it'll prompt you for the view details. Do you want to duplicate it as an empty view, meaning just showing you the model, or with detailing, which would include things like room tags, dimensions, detail lines, text, all that fun stuff. Or if you want to duplicate it as dependent, meaning it'll be the exact same as the other one, with the exception of maybe adjusting the crop. I'm going to cancel this, and what I want to do is just duplicate an empty sheet. Now the benefit to duplicating the empty sheet is it also copies any of the parameters with the sheet. So if you have, disciplined sorting or any of those custom parameters to create a custom drawing list, then you could benefit from that, as the sheets would automatically carry those values. So let's say that this A102 parentheses 1 is going to be A103. And I'm going to go ahead and call this my, there we go. Now to place the view, which in this case it's just my L3, I'm going to maybe rename the view to say roof. And since I haven't done this before, I'm going to go ahead and say yes, because my level right now reads L3. I may want it to read roof. Now, in the newer versions of Revit, you're going to notice that they have these icons here, these gray or blue boxes. All this means, blue means the view is already on a sheet. Gray means it's not. So as soon as I drag this over, you'll notice that this turns blue. Now, this particular view doesn't have a scope box. If I go over to, let's say, L2, it has views overall. So when you're setting up your sheet, something that's really helpful is to make sure that your scope box is, first of all, your building is centered in it. And then two, make sure that it fits your title block. What that does is it ensures that all your plans in this case fit within your title block consistently. Now, if you're setting up multiple plans per sheet, it's even more helpful because you could standardize the size of the crop without having to do it each time. All right, so you can see here in this view, if I just adjust my crop here, bad example because I didn't show you the sheet, but you can see here, let's say I close a bunch of this stuff, put these two side by side. So this is my roof plan, this is my already placed view, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and adjust my scope. You can see here, as soon as I drag this up, the crop on this one moves as well. So, it's not exact, it doesn't snap or anything like that, but you can get it close enough that all you would need to do is make sure that you're always aligning to the right corner or to the same corner. So you can see here, I'm going to go ahead and move this view to the bottom here. Oops, that was my title block. Okay, move that view there. Oh, I adjusted this to the wrong line, that's why. Pull this down. There we go, so that one's there. And then for this view, if I go ahead and apply that scope box, views overall, it'll have the exact same crop as the other one. So in theory, as long as I just align my crop to the same corner, these plans are aligned throughout all my sheets. If I go to L1, let's go ahead and open up the sheet. This one's way off because it has no crop, right? So if I go, and it's a different scale. If I go to the other ones, that's at 1/8. So I'm going to go ahead and change the scale of this view down to 1/8. And that's very important to note. When you're naming your scope boxes, one of the things that's very key is to make sure that this includes some sort of scale indication. So if I do this, that lets people know that this scope box is meant to be used with plans at 1/8. Let's go ahead and click out of the view, apply the scope box, and move. Oh, that's the wrong corner. Again, making sure that you're consistent as far as which corner you align. So that's been creating sheets, placing views. Now, one of the cool things about the newer Revit, which was not possible before, is let's say A101 actually wants to be a different view. I can go ahead and change it. So I can say, no, let's go ahead. Actually, that one's already on a view. Let's choose something that's not on a view. Something like this, right? It'll let you switch views on sheets, which is less helpful for this. But if you're talking about details, right, and views that are numbered and all that kind of stuff, it's going to make it really easy to switch details in and out if you need to. And that's been a quick overview of creating sheets, placing views. If you have questions on a more advanced level, feel free to leave it in the comments. Like our video. Be sure to follow for more. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Got any questions? Head over to bimdad.com and let us know. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. See you in the next one.